we got Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to RSF1's F4 division, coming to you live for the last race around Portugal, the last one ever could be, because it's not on next year's calendar, as far as we know. Yeah, so this is a momentous occasion. For some people, I guess, if you love the track. If you don't like it, it'd be good to see the back of it. Has been an interesting week of racing, but we have one more race to put forward to you. It's the ever-entertaining F4 division, the ever-competitive F4 division as well. So, good times ahead. I'm bigging it up. It should be good. But, yeah. And this week, I'm stepping in the stream role. I'm RSF1 Hunt, as you probably know if you don't recognise my voice by now. But alongside me is Timmer, who is back. So welcome back, Timmer.
Thanks a million. Pleasure.
Yes, obviously
it's sick last week.
Yeah, particular circumstances. Let's say that last week, but we're fine. We're back to normal, and you're back 100%, Timmer, now.
Yeah. Just had a bad week of it, and back on again now. So.
Yes, and because you had your race in F5, I forgot what tier you were for a second.
Yeah.
F1 on a Sunday. You've had your race in F5. How did it go?
Terrible. I've never had a worse race.
I remember that race. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a worse race. Yeah, I just I had a bit of contact on lap 1, which can happen, and I just never recovered from it. There was no safety car, so I didn't get a chance to come back up the field. But I did bring my mediums 31 laps, so I just thought I'd see how far I could go with them.
Yeah, my race went alright to like 4 laps to the end, and I spun at turn 4, which Chadwick has just gone by. There's a lot of corners here, Timmer, and this is the problem with this track. It's still relatively new to us, and then we may not be racing it again. Probably won't ever come back here, actually. I don't know, but we'll see. But it's definitely not on next year. So we've had very little time to get used to it, and now we're not going to be racing it for a while. It's going to be a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's a difficult. Well, I think it's a tricky track to race on. Now, maybe it's just that I didn't get enough practice on it. Like there's 15 turns. There's 9 of them to the right, 6 to the left, and a lot of elevation changes as well. So you have a lot to play with there when you're trying to get around the track. I just found, particularly turn 8, I found that very tricky to get the power down correctly without the rear coming around on you. So
I think the main thing is this is a predominantly motorbike track, isn't it? All the corners here are set for motorbikes, which are long and sweeping corners and undulating and everything. Not necessarily a track you design for F1 cars, really. I mean, racing's not been that bad this week. It's just, it's difficult to get used to, as you say. There's tricky corners, turn 4, turn 8. It's just difficult to put the power down. Track limits as well. Yeah, it's one of those. Plus, it's a GT3 track as well, so that's another thing. It's not really suited for F1 cars.
They're probably a bit too quick for it, maybe. But look, they've plenty of downforce, so I mean, they should be able to get around those tracks if they go around tighter tracks than this.
Alright, a few things to go over tonight. 18 drivers here. We are missing both Mercedes, one of which we most definitely won't get, because I'm sorry to say that RSF1 Source has just been informed before we went live from Chris, who is a good friend of Source. Source has unfortunately had an accident. He's okay, apart from in a bit of pain. He got knocked off his motorbike apparently, and he's got a bit of a leg injury apparently. But he's in hospital at the moment, and he's in the best place. But apart from that, that's all I know. So I wish him the best of health, and hopefully he gets back racing again. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, my thoughts are with him as well. Not sure about the other Mercedes that should be here. That's Dano, I think. But yeah, it should be Dano in the other Mercedes. But apart from that, we have 18 drivers here, so all is 90% well. It's the 10%. And obviously being team principal of Mercedes, I'm like, difficult. Of course, it can't be helped, but yeah. Oh, Dano's going to be late, apparently. According to Chris. Also, Chris knows more about the Mercedes team than I do. That's concerning.
You've got them all. Yeah, wishing Sauce a speedy recovery too. It's never easy to come off a bike.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Yeah, all I know is that he's in hospital, and that's the main positive. He's in the best place. So, also with you, Sauce, if you ever watch this at some point. But yeah, moving on. Currently, we've got a Ferrari 1-2 and an Alpine 3-4, so those teams are happy. Good for them. 17.6 from Ethan at the moment is pretty decent. And then Rogue has split on the medium. Timmer,
He's trying to.
why is Rogue on the medium?
He's trying to psych everyone out.
He's done a 17.7.
Yeah. That's a good lap time for mediums. I don't know. Maybe he's getting his practice in now.
Yeah, it's, to be fair though, there isn't much difference between the soft and the mediums though.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 tenths, I think.
I know in F5
Ish.
Paul, this week it was a 17.3, so I'm sure these boys can do low 17s, possibly even high 16 maybe. On softs, obviously.
Yeah. Just go over last week's race. It was a very entertaining race in F4. A late safety car through the game a couple of times. Mercedes had an awful time, but moving on from that. But the winner from that was Jamie, 24 in the McLaren. He is just coming around on his outlap at the moment. Yeah, just got the right strategy at the right time. He was always up there at the front. What's he doing at the moment? He's right in front of Chris, which is... Chris is also on an outlap. Don't know what they're doing. They're saying hi to each other, I think. But yeah, good race from Jamie. Macy Q was second. Or Majik. Oh, what's happened with Chris? Oh, he's collided with Tiff. 5-place grid penalty. They were getting a bit close, but that's a bit silly there, Timmer, I think.
Yeah, somebody lagged there, though. I just seen Chris fly off the track, as in lag off the track.
He's clipped it.
Yeah.
He's clipped it. Well, that's going to hurt Chris a lot.
It's not ideal.
No, that's going to hurt him in the long run. But he's got to put his mind to one side and focus as he starts his first qualifying lap. But yeah, Jamie won the race last week in Imola. Very good race. Macy Q was second, or Majik, however you want to say it. Josh Meister was next in P3 in the AlphaTauri, followed by Fish Sticks in the Alfa Romeo in fourth, getting his campaign properly underway. Tiff, also known as LA16 Ham, was fifth. Chris was sixth. Primus in seventh. Destroyer was in eighth, Button ninth. And Old Manzi picked up the last point in 10th place. One thing I did point out is that pole position didn't even finish in the top 14, Timmer. So pole position is a curse right now, because I think Dano, who got pole in Bahrain, didn't do very well with that pole position either.
Yeah, they didn't have a great start, I don't think, in last week's race either. Yeah. Seems to be a bit of a curse, all right, in F4 or Division 4.
I have noticed Primus isn't here. What would Primus normally be?
I
can't remember what car he's in.
Alpine.
So that would be a violent quiche is in his place by the looks of it, I think.
What a name.
A violent quiche.
With an X.
What flavour?
You forgot the X.
What flavour is a violent quiche? That will spark up a conversation. Old Eggo's fish sticks, 17.6. It's very close early doors, Timmer. About 3/10 covering the top 11.
It's tight, alright. And even the whole
Wow.
way, the whole way down along is
Right, 7.5 minutes to go. Do we have time? You got the standings there, Timmer. You can quickly go through them.
I do. Do you want the constructors first or the drivers?
However you want to do it. Whatever works best for you.
Okay, so we've LA Ham in first in the McLaren, 25 points. We've Jamie in the McLaren, 25 points in second. We've Mackie K in the Red Bull, 20 points. In fourth, we've Bizarre Mike in the Haas with 18 points. Only Destroyer than in the Williams with 16. We've Joshua Meister in the AlphaTauri with 15 points. We've RSF1 Chris then in the Haas with 12 points. Fish Sticks is in the Alfa Romeo and he is on 12 points as well. We've Old Manzi on the Red Bull. He's 11 points. Button, the other Alfa Romeo, is on 10. Primus Gaming in the Alpine on 7 points. Dano in the Mercedes on 6, and then everyone else has 0 points. So you've NUF Cohen, Aston Martin, he's 0 points, and TYG Rogue, RSF1 Sauce, Jay Chadwick, Rully Ethan, Desbro, Immortal, and Pierre B. Hoping they get points now tonight, just to shake things up. And then the constructors, then we've obviously got the McLaren with 50 points. Williams have 41. Red Bull are third with 31. Haas of 30. Alfa Romeo have 22. AlphaTauri in sixth have 15. Alpine have 7 points in seventh. Mercedes have 6 points in 8th, and then you have Ferrari and Aston Martin yet to score points.
Ooh.
So they'll be both wanting to get points on the board today, I'm assuming.
Definitely don't want to be on 0 points for a while. Button has unleashed the pace, 17.2. That's a bit more like it for this division, I think. Considering you said F5 was 17.3 for pole,
yeah.
So we're kind of getting in the range now. Joshua Meister in between the two Romeos of Button and Fish Sticks. Button, Josh Meister just ahead of Fish Sticks there. And then we got, as I said, still very close. 3/10 covering the rest. All the way down to who's in trouble. We have last week's winner, Jamie, in trouble, Timmer. That's a change of fortune at the moment with 4 minutes to go. No pressure.
He's going to pull it off. Have faith.
I do have faith. It just, I never like to leave it. Well, he hasn't left it that late. He's just has to improve, doesn't he? He's got to bring up a better lap.
An 18.3.
The other thing,
he would have definitely gotten the top 10 of F5 or Division 5 on Tuesday.
Jamie is distracted by darts, apparently, according to Rocket. I know he's a big darts fan, actually. You know what? If you want to bring a darts pun into it, he needs to hit the target with this lap.
If he goes P1, are we going to shout 180? Go on, Jimmy. You get P1, we'll shout 180 for you.
Yeah, all right. I think that's a good deal as he rides into turn 3. Now here's through the difficult turn 4. Oh, he did have to ease off. He understood. Car gets very loose as you go over the hill. Then down into turn 5 hairpin. Can be an overtaking zone, but it's very bumpy on the exit, so you got to be careful with the traction. Up through turn 6 is a bit flat. Turn 7, you need to be starting braking here because then you've got the very, very tricky turn 8, which we've seen so many people spin and their races ruined. Hopefully we don't get too many here today. Another ease off as he goes down the hill. Chris has popped him with a 17.4, which is nice in the house. Jamie 6 tenths up, so he's right on course to be safer, but I don't think he's going to go P1 unless he pulls out a cracking last sector. Through the final corners, you're going to want to get on the power as soon as possible, otherwise it will cost you all the way along this. Well, I say straight. First of all, you've got to ride the roller coaster up through the last corner. And is it going to be pole or fastest? No.
It's not.
Can't say 180.
No. It'll apply for
100 maybe.
It'll apply for Q2 and Q3.
Yeah. Still applies. If he gets pole position, we'll say it. Alright, 2 minutes to go. Who is under pressure? Greasy. Why is OJ Greasy still on mediums? Come on, boy. What are you doing? I know his teammate Rogue has... Well, actually, Rogue is amazingly safe at the moment. On a 17... Well, safe-ish. Safe-ish. He's got a couple of 10s, actually.
He's a reserve driver in the OJ. Has he raced much in RSF1 now?
I guess not.
I'm just wondering, does he think it's short qualifying or something?
Well, it goes up to 13th for the 17.8, so that puts old Manzi out the session. But look at the time, Timmer, between old Manzi and Destroyer. 4 thousandths of a second. One is in, one is out.
Wow.
Old Manzi's invalidated as well. Old Manzi's a bit of a surprise to being under pressure. He's normally a pretty good qualifier.
Yeah, he's normally very consistent. See what he does
Chris
here
not
now.
Chris not happy with Tiff in the chat at the moment, causing him the grid penalty. Would be a shame because Chris has got some pace here tonight if he gets a big grid drop. He also got Rage Quit and Pierre in trouble as well.
He's after saying they lagged across into him. Look at it, it's just one of those things, Chris. You'll just have to put the head down and keep going.
Here comes Rage Quit in the Red Bull up and over the hill for the final corner. He's got to get right into the 17s, and I don't think he's doing that. So yeah, he's got to go again. I don't think he has. He's got 30% ERS Timmer as he crossed the line. I don't think that's enough.
No,
Not to go flat out, I don't think.
He's gone wide there as well. Is he invalidated? No.
No. Bit struggling, I think, in this at this circuit.
Yeah.
That Destroyer that's just gone up to 5th, I think it is. Mike's gone up to 3rd. Greasy's in the pits. Chadwick and Immortal now in a bit of danger as well. 12th and 13th. Oh, Pierre's invalidated. Pierre's out in the Williams. And Old Manzi's done as well. He's in the pits. So at the moment, and Rage Quit has also invalidated. Both Red Bulls are out.
Violent Geesh improved. He's up to P14 there.
So Greasy did actually go through in the end. Both Red Bull drivers out. Who's the team principal for Haas? Not Haas, Red Bull. It's Hush, isn't it? Yeah, it's Hush. Oof, I hope he's not watching the stream. Although I know how he feels, so not rub it in too much.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you rubbing it in if you want.
Wow. Oh, Chris was the victim of lag with the grid penalty. Apparently, he said he's out the way, and then apparently the car lagged into him.
Yeah, I did see somebody stutter across the track, but it was after the contact had been made with Chris and Tiff, is it? We call her,
yeah.
or him.
It's a him, I believe. Right, through into Q2. Button, who is apparently from Cyprus, according to this flag. Chris is also from Cyprus. And Jamie is... What is that flag? Next to Jamie. I can't tell what that flag is.
Oh.
Oh. Anyway. Out... only just out, you got 6 tenths covering the top 16, which is very, very close, which is great to see. We have Old Manzi, Rage Quit, and Pierre out in the chat. Thank you from Cherry Ghost. That is a good username, by the way. Guatemala, apparently.
Thank you, Cherry.
Well, actually, Jamie himself has said Guatemala, I think. So even he doesn't know. If he doesn't know, I just picked a flag and said, yeah, that'll do.
That looks cool.
Oh. According to this, I don't know if you can see on the pit lane, but apparently I've got Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas driving for me. For Mercedes at the moment.
Yes.
If you can see the name above the Mercedes garage.
Maybe they've been substituted?
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Now I know what happens. Obviously, the game attack goes across the goes above the garages because you can see Old Manzi's name next to the Red Bull one as well.
Yes.
The thing is, if Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas were so good at Mercedes, why didn't they go out and set a lap? Oh well. There's opinions and all that.
Might be in their contract or something like that.
Yeah. Only had enough money to pay for them to race one lap, and that's it. Right, Q2. This is where strategy comes into play, Timmer, and this is a peculiar one, isn't it? Because before my race, I was completely convinced that start on the mediums and then
go to softs
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my problem I had in my race yesterday, it was just so competitive in Q2, I had to go on softs.
To get through, yeah.
Only one driver got through on the mediums. So what do you do here? Because it was, as I said, it was half a second covering 15 of them in Q1, so this is close. So, but there seems to be a lot of people actually on the mediums.
I guess, well, everyone's going to try and put in a lap time on the mediums, I would imagine, and then see how that plays out. You'll have the odd renegade that'll just go straight on the softs and let that be it.
Yeah.
Like Rogue, look at that guy. Rogue is out on the lap. Yeah, I started on the softs because I also thought there was going to be a safety car, so I was like, I can bring these 6-7 laps and go on the mediums or hards to the end, you know. But just never happened. So it's a tricky one to call because they'll both work, you know.
Yeah. Now the reason I eventually decided on the soft tyres was like, I want the track position. I want to be in Q3 because I know what the first couple of corners are like with, well, in my case, 20 drivers going down there. So it's because it's a quick corner, especially from the start, because you're barely braking from going into it. The next time you brake is about turn 3, and that's a very tight sort of right hand and left hand. You don't want to be in that cluster in the middle of the grid.
Yeah, I started at the back. I found it is a very tight track when there's three drivers or a driver either side of you. When you're stuck in the middle, it's very unforgiving. But yeah, definitely track position if you can at all around here. Oh, there's a Haas. I'm in a bit of a car park here at the moment. It's a Haas and a Aston Martin there.
But yeah, of course, we had the issue of well, that was lag, obviously, but it seems to be track positioning that's getting a little bit difficult to do.
How did you find it in your race? Like, I found drivers were on top of you if you didn't get a move on when you were coming out on your outlap.
Oh yeah,
It's a very quick track, you know.
It's especially in the middle sector. It's one corner after another, and you've got to be very much aware that a lot of it is they're blind as you go over the hill. So if there's a car off, the next thing you know about it is that you could see it.
Yeah.
And then you've got a split second to react.
I always suggest have the full track map on, because you can see if a car ahead of you is off or where the yellow flag is. It's just I know a lot of guys drive with the one where it's following the track around in front of you. It just I feel it just doesn't give you enough foresight into what's ahead of you.
True, yeah, true. The thing is with that though is that you can see where the dot is, but it's like you can't sort of tell, is it like almost off the track, is it middle of the track, or...
Oh yes, yeah, well
that's the only thing with that.
Yeah, the only thing you can, if there is a yellow flag in it, you have to be prepared to take evasive action. As Immortal has gone around there, going up turn 8.
Oh, is that turn 8?
And actually, I seen Orphan had a problem here on Tuesday where he went to turn the car. He went backwards to turn the car. It actually disqualified him from the race.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It didn't give him much chance.
I saw that.
Yeah. 17.6 there for
Rogue.
Rogue.
That was very, very harsh.
Yeah, the game is a bit...
Rogue is peculiar because he was mediums in Q1, got through quite impressively in mediums, and he's only gone a 10th quick. Oh, Mike's out. Mike's gone.
Does he...
Middle of turn 2.
Middle of turn 2?
No.
There's no car.
In between 1 and 2.
You must have clipped the curb on the inside of turn 1, and it can really shoot you across. I mean, that's... Well, turn 2.
Yeah. It's a yellow curb on the inside of turn 1 as well, which...
Yeah, that can...
If people haven't seen if people haven't seen earlier this week, Cornish had a massive off in his F2 race on Monday, which took out poor was it Quirky? I think it was.
Yeah,
that was right behind him.
Yeah, I seen that alright. He put it into the members' lounge straight away.
Jeez.
Yeah. Man Cornish, huh?
Josh Meister with a 17.5 top in the session. That's a very good lap on the medium tyres. A couple of tenths quicker than anybody else on the same. Rogue in the middle. Rogue again, he must have had a big mistake on that lap, Timmer, because he's only gone a 10th quicker on the quicker tyre. Unless he doesn't like the softs.
Yeah, what was he possibly saving ERS though, or that lap?
Back in the pit lane as well. Right, Button, who was quick in Q1, 17.9.
Robert's saying there that he finds the soft medium better for the race.
That's the thing I found, Timmy, because we had a safety car late on in the race, so we decided, well, obvious thing to do, put on a pair of fresh softs. Yeah, I didn't feel as comfortable with them.
They go off very quickly though, don't they?
Yeah, compared to say, worn hards. I thought actually the hards, even though it was the wrong decision in the end, compared to those that were mediums, hards one actually didn't feel too bad. Once you got into the rhythm of them.
I think a lot of racing those is getting into the rhythm itself, and yes.
Ooh, on earth is that has joined? 17.3 from Greasy. That's a bit more like it on the soft tyres. That might be enough to put him safe, but we'll see.
Was it Dano that just joined there?
Oh no, it was ERNMCH12 or something like that. It was not a name I'd recognise.
Okay, I don't see that name on
Yes, that's that's a little bit of a problem if they don't leave. Ah, there we go. Oh, ERHNZ. I'm not going to bother trying. Letters in a certain order. I don't know. Shadow Moses in the chat saying, Timmer, check your messages. You'll thank me for it.
Your party is still open.
Oh God, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
It's actually only the first week I was doing comms with
He's joined again.
with Rocket. Moses actually jumped into the party midstream. He has to be a friend of one of these guys in here, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can you check on your... I would do it myself, but obviously you've got the stream running. Could you check on your recently played...
Yep.
friends thing, the recently played list, and see whether it's on there. If it is, could you pop him a quick message saying it's a league race, please leave.
What was his name again?
Because he's joined... it's that ERNHCMS.
Okay, yeah.
If it comes up. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm here.
Because I'm bothered, like, he's joined once and now he's not joined twice. Right, anyway, what's going on here? Mortal obviously had that mistake earlier on at turn 8. He's back out on the soft tyres. Currently got an Aston 1-3 at the moment. Greasy and Rowe both on the soft tyres though. Josh in the middle of them, showing a good pace on the mediums. Oh, he's left again.
I've only sent the message there, so hopefully that's...
I'm assuming they're a he. I could be wrong. Could be a she.
Profile picture wasn't a she, so we'll go with that.
you don't know. I don't
you
even
don't know.
know.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what Immortal can do in the AlphaTauri. Who else is under pressure? We've got both McLarens under pressure. Jamie again. Jamie actually said in the chat it's his lap time he set in Q1, which was 8th, I think, was the best he could do. So could be a damage limitation track for Jamie at the moment. We'll see what how he gets on. As Immortal starts his lap down into turn 1, you're going to be very, very careful of this braking zone. Turn the car in with as much confidence as you dare. Nicely done. Slow it down to turn 3. Timmer, did you run out of ERS before the end of your qualifying laps?
No, I managed to... I didn't have to change anything either, but then again, I had horrendous laps, so that can't be a good benchmark. So I know the ERS is hard around here. It's hard to regain it when you've used it. Just, I don't think there is enough braking zones in it.
Yeah. I think it depends how much of a braker you are, if that makes sense, because obviously ERS is regenerated through braking. So if you're a hard braker, for example, then you wouldn't need to change ERS, which is probably your case. But I ran out the first time I did, so I had to put it into none ERS through turn 3 and 4. Actually helped with the traction, because that, especially turn 4, is a little bit tricky. Mortal has a little bit of the problem, but it won't cost him too much. Goes up to P7 though, just in the top 10.
On the softs. What's going to be the cutoff here?
Low 18, high 17. I think Chadwick, Immortal, Chris are right on it. And they're all separated by 4,000s, I've noticed. A 908, a 910, and a 912.
Island Quiche is after going 9th there.
Ooh, that's not a bad effort on the mediums, actually.
It's a good lap, yeah.
It's only just got him in. And considering you got Tiff, Jamie, Destroyer, Desbro, Fishsticks all on softs, I think Violent Quiche might be heading out unless he improves.
Button is the highest medium driver, isn't he? 17.7, or was that on softs, it said?
Nice, that from Destroyer. Purple middle set from... I keep trying to call him LA16 how, but he isn't, because I remember the first time I commentated on him and he was like, no, my name is Tiff. So So ever since then, okay, Tiff it is. 17. Oh, only just 17-8. Puts Chris out, who's just improving. No, he doesn't improve. Rogue 17-1. And Violent Quiche is in the pits. He is done for it. You right there, Timmy? You still there?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to sort this guy out. He's spectating. I'm not sure if he's still in the race.
He's left the session, I think.
It's not too bad, so...
Pretty sure he's left. Pretty sure he's left. Is he actually replying, or...?
Yeah, he just replied there, yeah.
What did he say?
That he was spectating.
Curious.
That he was spectating.
Are you spectating? Yes. I mean, if he's interesting to watch, I mean, direct him to the stream, I guess.
Direct him to the stream, but
Immortal's out. Meantime, Chris is out as well because he's invalidated, and with that 5th-place grid drop that he's got, unfortunately, he will be starting 17th unless Fish Sticks and Desbro can have something to say about that, because Desbro has just gone through the middle sector. Purple needs to improve to get himself through, and this looks like to be a good lap from Desbro.
Seems like he's on it
alright.
alright.
Fish Sticks just behind.
Nice to see an Alpine up there.
Oh, of course, you're part of the Alpine crew, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, yeah. We brought back no points in Division 5 on Tuesday, so...
5th place for Desbro, dropped to 6th because Fish Sticks goes through, so that means... Oh, here comes Chadwick. Chadwick's going to put himself through, I think.
He does,
yes.
17 flat, almost.
Very nearly put his teammate Ethan out, but out is Violent Quiche, Chris, who has that 5-place grid penalty, so he'll be starting 19th.
He will not
That's
be
the
a
very
happy
back
boy.
of the grid.
He will not be a happy boy.
Immortal 13th, LA16 Ham in 12th, and Bezomike in 11th. Now, considering actually all those eliminated only missed out by a couple of tenths, Timmer, I think they'll be relatively happy with that because they got fresh tyres.
Yeah, the fresh tyres are definitely handy around here. They're handy around any track, really.
Yay, we have a Mercedes. Dano has joined. Yay, Dano.
They'll have to charge from the back, won't they?
Yeah, like last week, because he missed Imola qualifying, had to start from the back. Got lapped by lap 4, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. There we have it, Chadwick on fastest in the session, just ahead of Rogue. You got Jamie, Greasy, Fish Sticks, Destroyer, and Desbro all on the softs, but the mediums, Josh, Button, and Ethan scraping through. Be interesting for when they go to the race, but of course, what they've got to do, Tim, of those three, is they've got to qualify well in Q3. They cannot be 8th, 9th, and 10th again, because otherwise that strategy may not work as well.
No, they'll get swallowed up. They're opening two or three laps by the soft runners. No Shadow Moses, you don't get points for coming last, although that would be amazing.
Actually, you can imagine that if we came up with the idea of a reverse grid championship, right? You get the most points for finishing last. Can you imagine the scenes? Like people breaking.
And, oh my lord, it'd be chaotic.
Right, Q3. The top 10 shootouts. Guys in the chat, what are your predictions? Timmer, what is yours?
I'm gonna say 16-9.
From who? Tough one, isn't it?
I'm gonna chance Chadwick.
Cherry Ghost. I predict they will all have a lovely time. Yes. Yes, I hope they do too. I I've always thought this, Timmer, right? Say we go to, like, maybe it won't happen here because track limits are a pain, but they're not awful. Imagine if we went to a place like, say, oh, I don't know, Canada, and nobody sets a lap because they all invalidated.
What happens then?
Can you,
How does the game
can you imagine?
decide?
I really don't know how it would work, actually.
I think the game would probably crash, and then we'd have to do a restart because that's the way Codemasters would program
probably.
that. Yeah, Xboxes would probably explode, and
Actually, if it got to like 2 minutes left of, say, the session, I would like plead to someone, just set a 140. You'll be on pole around Canada, where you can do like, I don't know what the lap times are these days, but you know, 140 is like.
Jeez, Canada. What? Couldn't even tell you off the top of my head what the time for Canada is.
I think it's like 10, 11s now. But definitely not 140s unless it's chucking it down with rain and you slide a bit.
It's a nice track though, Canada.
Cherry Ghost. I think it decides who comes first on the out lap. Hang on. Let me just think something. No, I thought it would go by whatever this order is. Maybe I thought they were in the order of Q2, but they're not because Chadwick was top of Q2. I don't know. I don't know how it would work. It'd be amazing, though. It'd be like,
random
what's
draw.
Gonna happen now? Yeah. Right. We're on board with we're not on board with fish sticks. We're watching fish sticks at the moment. Purple set to 1 and 2. Of course, he's the first guy to set a lap, so of course he would. It looks a pretty decent lap at the moment. I'm with you, Tim. I think Pole's going to be in the 16s.
Yeah.
We've got to see a 16, I would say.
Do you reckon they can get a 16.8?
16.7, I think.
16.7, right.
Fish sticks. That's not a bad first lap. 17.2.
Nice banker. Chris is aiming for a 16.5. Next season, Chris.
17.6 for Desbro, just ahead of Rogue. Chadwick second, 17.5. 17.4 from Button. Alfa Romeo 1-2, anybody? On the cards. Early days though, still 8.5 minutes to go, but both looking good.
Chris Rogue has backed out of his lap. He's eating sand at the moment. Letting cars by.
Apparently rain is hitting soon, according to Chris.
Ooh.
He's sending me to watch Rogue as well. He's ordering me about. Rogue has been off. So Rogue, no.
No, he's not.
Did
He's
not
not
see
on,
the benefit.
He's not on a lap.
No. Actually, it does look quite cloudy. Oh, Desbro! Oh.
Oh, don't say that.
Does look very cloudy, actually.
Did we get a weather report for the race?
Well, yeah, what is it for the race, guys? Please tell us. Or don't. Don't be nice. Or please be nice.
I like surprises.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, according to Chapter, it isn't going to rain because it's going to rain 60 minutes after Q3 is finished. Well, okay. That helps as well. Greasy has actually split the Romeos. Well done from Greasy, 17.3, just behind Fishsticks, so Fishsticks currently still on the pole.
I love seeing this. Reserve drivers coming in and they're well able to go toe-to-toe with the rest of the drivers. I've that horrible sound glitch.
Horrible sound glitch?
Yeah, where the car is constantly trying to rev and...
yeah. Remember that was a thing in the was it last game? It was almost every race.
But that was in the you could hear the car behind you doing that. I haven't come across that in this game yet. I just when you're spectating someone, you can get that sound glitch, I find.
This Cherry Ghost
Yeah.
sounds like a very fun person. Cloudy with a chance of falling debris.
He is a very funny person.
Ooh.
I know him.
Ah, fair enough.
Very quick racer actually as well on PC, so it's a pity he's not on
Yeah, they were
Xbox
talking
anymore.
about they're in a touring car championship
Hmm.
on ACC as a 17-0 from Rogue. It's an Aston Romeo grid at the moment in the top two rows. 17-0, not the 16s as I thought.
Ethan's back.
4 from Jamie.
Ethan's back out on softs now.
Yeah, no more mediums, no more sandbagging, guys. All on the softs. Let's go for it. Yeah, Rogue's backed up.
There's a flash of rain.
It is raining.
Go on, Jamie, get around quick.
Everyone's got to get round very, very quick. As Jamie is on another lap. Yeah, bit of a wobble though. Oh, and another one. Already the rain is causing problems.
I think he just got his line slightly wrong going into turn 8 there.
Yeah, I could be very surprised, Timmer, but I don't think the times are
Unimproved.
I think Rogue looks almost safe. Oh, Des, bro, that was right on the curb.
Chadwick's
Jamie
gone
couldn't
round.
hug the curb.
He's touched the wall there.
Oh, he
Kissed
hit
it.
the wall.
No, he kissed it.
Well, his qualifying's done. He's got a damaged front wing.
And his Ferrari teammate has spun as well. In the same corner.
Same place. Oh dear, Ethan. That shows you how much the track has deteriorated, Timmer. It's very slippery already.
Engineers are scratching their heads wondering what's going on.
Feel bad for Destroyer actually, because he's stuck on a 21.9, and I don't think he's a second and a bit up first sector, but he needs to get a competitive lap on the board.
Yeah, you're just not going to be able to throw the car in though, like you want to. So it's
really got quite slippery quite quickly.
I'd say it's quite a greasy track though. It's
8 tenths up. Yeah, Destroyer's struggling, I think, unless his last sector is really good. Go on.
No, I was just going to say Cornish was asking there, had anybody qualified the mediums? There was 3, I believe, wasn't it? Button.
Yeah, Button, Josh, and...
Was it Chadwick?
No, Chadwick was pole, not pole.
Oh,
quickest.
Yeah, quickest, yeah.
Oh, then it's one more. I can't remember who it was.
Was it... No, Desborough was 6th.
Oh, Ethan's left the session. Can you pop him a quick invite, please?
Yep.
Yep, Rogue's on pole. That's it, because look at the track. It is absolutely soaked in the space of a couple of minutes. And poor Destroyer, he tried his best, but only improved by 6 tenths. He still only did a 21. The Rogue, the DRS disabled. There it is. Bit anticlimactic, but Rogue set the pace when it mattered most. And he'll be starting on the pole position. Aston on the pole, Alfa Romeo in 2nd and Aston in 3rd, Jamie in 4th. Button, Josh, Chadwick, Desborough, Ethan and Destroyer.
Chadwick's not happy.
See, the thing is, he was saying how rain was predicted in 60 minutes on the screen.
But was that a
But
Q?
there's
Was that a Q1 though?
that, and I'm also thinking this game can sometimes get it wrong.
Oh yeah, in a big way. You have Jeff telling you
Unless
there's rain in 5 minutes, and it never comes.
Xbox turned off, coming back now, Stephen.
I sent you an invite there, so.
It was predicted 60 minutes after Q3 in Q3. Unless, I'm guessing the setting has it on, I'm guessing the forecast was not, because I know there's a setting on this game when you set up a lobby that it's either accurate or...
Oh, right.
What's the other one?
Inaccurate?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Approximate or perfect, I think is the two options you get. And obviously perfect means that whatever it tells you, it's
going to do, yeah.
Yeah, but the other is it's liable for mistakes, which happens in real life.
I prefer when it's a bit of unknown.
Oh, gosh.
It makes things...
Honest, do you really want to open a can of opinions right now? Do you really want to do that? Say restart, I'm joking. Do not do the restart. Why would there be a restart? Because it rained in Q3? We need to do Q3 all over again? Was it not perfectly dry as it should have been?
You're not my idol, Chad, because...
Oh dear. Did you say Rogue was on 0 points before going into this race?
Rogue is on... he's on 0 points, yeah.
He's on pole position. I don't want to be the commentator's curse or anything, but surely...
Don't do it. Don't do it. He'll come looking for you. Don't do it.
Surely. Well, no, you got to be in that mindset, don't you? Unless he goes for the win, right? But if you're in his, I would say shoes, but if you're in the same sort of cockpit as him, would you be on the mindset thinking, right, I'm on 0 points, I'm on pole, unless I spin or something happens, I should be able to get points? Would you ease off, or would you say, no, this is a great chance for win, I'm going to get 25 points here?
I'd probably pinch myself several times to see if I was dreaming. Yeah, I mean, you just have to drop the foot and go as quick as you can. Try and pull as many seconds or milliseconds from the driver behind you, and hope that you get a great start. That's another big thing.
Oh my god, this Cherry goes. I haven't really watched Division 4 racing, but my heart is in Chris and Guatemala. Okay. It's the Guatemala Grand Prix apparently as well. Also it's dry. It's sunshine. And we are set for this. So the top 4 are all on soft. So it was Button, Josh, and Ethan was the other one on mediums. So the thing immediately, Timmer, is Button in 5th, Josh in 6th. You're going to have the two behind them, Chadwick and Desbro, both on soft. So Button and Josh have got to be aware of that off the line. That's the thing that, although starting on the medium tyres, Timmer, isn't it? They just got to stay out of trouble.
They have, yeah, and if they can hold up any of the soft runners behind them, so best. But it's going to be hard done. Yeah, you need to try and hold your position if you can. And all the more better if you can gain more, all the better.
Yeah, Dano from the back of the grid, obviously. Stay out of trouble, Dano, of course. That's your team principal talking. any points will do, even if a 1 point, please. So just do your best. Obviously, Chris again, obviously he's going to be frustrated, Timmer, isn't he? Because he had semi-decent pace, maybe could have got through to Q3, possibly, but he's got to put that grid penalty to one side. I've been there. Like, you get like a stupid penalty in qualifying. The most important thing is to not make it worse, because the race is very different. He can still get good points from 18th. As silly as that sounds, anybody from any part of the grid can score points. It's just the way it goes sometimes.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think anybody else is going to get inside Chris's head but himself. So he's well able to do this. No more than any other driver on the grid. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Right, we're about started, ready to go.
Corner's after saying he's cheering for Rage. Bald men have to unite.
Oh yeah, very true. Where is Rage Quit starting? Is he starting 16th for Rage Quit? Yeah, all the best to him.
Good evening, JJ Hudson.
Alright, here we go. Formation lap for this race. Timmer, can you take us through the grid, please?
Okay, do you want me to start at the bottom or in?
I'm at Dano, but I can switch.
I'll go from Dano. In P19 we've Dano, late to the party, but we'll party on. P18 is Chris, RSF1 Chris. P17 is Pierre B. 2611, and then you have TTV Rage Quit. In the I believe it's a Red Bull. P16. P15, Old Manzi, the Red Bulls are side by side there on the grid. P14 is Violet Quiche in P14. He's a reserve driver for today, so hoping he does well as well. P13 is Immortal in his AlphaTauri. In P12 is LA Ham. In P11 is Bizarre Mike in the Haas. P10 Only Destroyer. P9 is the Ferrari of Ruli Ethan. P8 is Desbro and his Alpine. P7 is J Chadwick in the Ferrari. In an AlphaTauri in P6 is Joshua Meister. In P5 is Button in his Alfa Romeo. Jamie has managed to get his McLaren all the way up to P4. Sliding around the place there. P3 is OG Greasy. P2 is Fish Sticks. And rounding it all off in P1 is TYG Rogue.
Thank you very much, Timmer. Outside the top 10, you've got only Chris and Dano on the softs. Everybody outside the top 10 is on medium tyres. So Chris and Dano going ultra aggressive. They got to feed their way through all those on the medium tyres.
I mean,
Can Rogue do? They're going to have to gain places. What are the Astons going to do? Are they going to surround the Romeo of Fish Sticks as the last car of Dano from the back of the grid in the Mercedes? What can he do from here? Slots in very, very slowly. Alongside Chris, who has also got a point to prove. Starting 18th as well. For 33 laps for the F4 race around Portugal. 5 lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go, go. And it's a good start from Greasy. He's absolutely stopped Fish Sticks off the line. Rogue is going to keep the lead. They're 3 or 4 wide in the midfield. There's an Alpine lunging forward. A Des, bro. A few cars going off wide. But they're clean. Desmond going 3 or 4 wide here as well. Fish Sticks getting swallowed up by Josh and Jamie going side by side through turn 4. We're all relatively clean. A few cars off every now and again. 2 by 2 down into turn 8. There's a Haas absolutely flying in. That's Chris with a massive dive bottom of about 7 cars.
He's up 3 places there now. He's up there 3 places, so
yeah, he's going aggressive. What he needs to do, Chadwick has dropped a couple of places. There's cars everywhere. The Astons are gone. The Aston's already 2 seconds up the road.
Wow.
Oh, I think there's a bit of damage for the Ferrari of... yes, it is. A bit of damage for Chadwick, which is a shame for him.
There's a McLaren
There's a big
around.
yellow flag.
Jamie's around.
It's Jamie, no. Jamie dropped it. He was up there in... What did he qualify? 4th? It was a good qualifying, but...
I didn't quite see what happened to him now.
But look at the green machines, Timmer. They've absolutely flown off.
That is unbelievable how quick they're gone.
In some ways, though, this is kind of a bad thing because now they have to be... Now they've got to be communicative. They got what is that word? Oh, Jamie, what's happened to Jamie? Oh, Jamie spun last corner.
Yeah, he's
bad situation worse.
He's lit up his tires there. He's just, I think he's frustrated.
Yeah, he's... Oh, yeah, he's... That's very early to call it a day, but... Kind of see it, kind of don't. Chadwick, Dano, Rage Quit, and them all in the pits at the end of lap 1. Chris and Pierre up 5 places. Despo really even up 3. Apart from Chadwick, the only other people that have lost positions are the 2 Alfa Romeos, but they're still up there.
That yellow flag is just Jamie's car. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie not happy. Jamie not happy at all. Yeah, just relax a bit, Jamie. Obviously, if you have anything, just you know, so to the shows and everything. Chris is in. Did he get damage and all that as well? Must have done.
He had to have. I didn't see any contact though. It's the only. Did he get a? Yeah. Got a bad camber angle on him now. He's getting a wing replacement there. Bizarre Mike. Big dive down the inside. Kept it relatively clean.
A bit of a bump. Thank goodness they didn't get damage either. And Mike's... I think Mike may have backed out of that maybe for the next turn, or maybe thinking it was a bit too rough. He's right behind Destroyer, struggling to keep ahead of him despite being on the soft tyres.
Yeah, I found I couldn't keep into guys on the medium when I was on softs and they were on mediums. It's like once the medium tires warm up, they're as good as softs. There's one hell of a train here from 7th all the way down to 12th.
Aston's getting a bit close to one another. They do have a gap. Oh, Josh has spun it. Oh, he's sliding. He's caught it. Oh,
he's gonna have
to catch it, and he's gonna have to try and fight it. Oh,
let's be careful now. His tires could be a lot of temperatures in them.
Oh, whoa! Destroyer running outside of Josh didn't have a lot of room to work with, but had to go running outside, but just kept on track. Yeah, I do agree a little bit, Cherry. Was a kind of a dangerous re-entry, but you can also see his point. He wanted to get back to racing once again. Yeah, Timmer, this train in the midfield looks pretty close.
Yeah, they're all within 400s of one another.
What's this? This is... Wow, this is Ruley Ethan all the way back to Old Manzi in 12th.
Yeah,
that's 1, 2, 3, 8 cars.
Bizarre Mike is riding the back of Only Destroyer here. He's gone for a move. Oh. Just doesn't seem to have enough to go up by him.
Oh, you know why? Look at Destroyer's ERS. He's 13%.
He's blown it all.
On lap 5.
He's blown it all on lap 5. It'll be probably lap 10 before he gets that up to any kind of great figure at all.
Oh, Button and Ethan side by side. Oh, there's a lot of contact on the exit. Ethan wasn't given a lot of room for Button on the exit of that corner, but Button is... and that's either defending or he's through. I think it's defending, actually. I don't know, it's Button passed. Button passed. He's leading the train now. Oh, Destroyer. Oof.
That was a bit harsh
Destroyer
for
keeps...
Ethan.
Yeah. Destroyer keeps poking his nose in as Mike looks very, very desperate to get by Destroyer at this point. Looks the more racy.
Definitely, and on the medium tyres as well. I mean, if you can get past the soft runner, why not?
I'm keeping an eye on those both Astons. They seem to be...
It's definitely running a lower downforce, or a higher downforce setting than Destroyer.
Ah, Josh made his way past Ethan but ran too fast into turn 1. He's got a time penalty.
Oh, with LA Ham on the inside of Mike there. Got a great exit out of turn 3 or 4.
Down in turn 5, left-hand hairpin. Mike on the outside. Oh, very, very close.
Ah, that's great. That's great racing though. Clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, have to say. Oh no! All the hard work undone. Oh, he's moving back across. Diff, be careful. He's still there. I forgot what turn this is. I've lost count. Oh, whoa! The Violet Quiche is going to snap it up. No, can make it through. Oh, this is getting a bit.
This is hectic.
It's getting a bit tense, Timber. I'm tensing up every time someone makes a lunge or.
I mean,
every time someone makes a lunge, this thing is going to end up worse.
I say bring it on. Ethan, will he go for a move on Joshua here? Down into 1.
Oh!
He's gone round.
Inside of turn 3. Moving back across. Josh is still there. In through turn 4, mind the curb. I don't know how this has ended up. Not someone spinning and no damage here, Tim. It was great racing. Oh, it's Destroyer again.
This is edgy to seat stuff, so it is.
Yeah, all very close.
Team principal
Button
there,
is...
Roberts telling the Aston Martins to tow one another.
Yeah, they're doing alright. Fish 6 has caught them a little bit, but... I definitely feel, because I'm keeping an eye on it, but I definitely feel, Timmer, if Greasy was allowed to go for it, I think he would put away.
Yeah?
He's sticking right to the back of his teammate.
What would you do in that situation, though? I'd be... Oh, I don't know. This early in the season, I'd be nearly wanting to go out by my teammate.
Yeah, I feel it's round 3.
Yeah, listen, there's not that many points gone yet, so you want to try and assert your dominance on the driver in a way.
Yeah. I think the other thing as well, we're only lap 8. They're in a comfortable position at the moment. There'll be plenty of time for Greasy to maybe fight him once they're kind of, if we're saying it's 8 laps to go rather than 8 laps gone. As Mike again cannot find a way past Destroyer. Destroyer fending him off. Oh, there's a bit of tyre rubbing. This is getting a bit physical now. I was wondering what it would.
Yeah, once it doesn't get too aggressive. Borderline now at the moment.
It's just about fine, but I think it's one of those things. I think Mike is feeling that he's quicker, but this Destroyer guy, because he's burning his ERS and he's on softs, I can't get by him.
Stout defending.
Yeah, look on the straight again. You see how Greasy's getting very, very close to that gearbox and has to pull away from turn 1.
I'd nearly would you not let Greasy go and let him pull you along if you're a rogue?
At the moment, they're both in a position where they could win. Still a long way to go. Not saying that they. Oh, this destroyer gives a really even ahead, but this is the run. This is the run. Oh, he's at the back. Please tell me there was no damage for Mike. No, it's not. Finally, has he got the good run?
Oh, they're
out of turn 5.
Their wheels got interlocked there for a split second.
And he's finally got him.
Ethan, catches it. Mike has gone by Ethan as well.
Yeah, side by side with doing Twiff and Destroyer. Destroyer's now being swallowed up by the train. He's desperately trying to fight it. Still got Tiff here. It's a fantastic race in between them all. Tiff's going to lunge it in the last sector. He had the space to do so, but again, Destroyer fending him off. Moving back across. He's in his elbows. Oh, and Tiff is almost pushing him through. How close do you want to get?
He is. Destroyer's making that Williams very big. And he did all that defending to just go into the pits.
And now he has a violent quiche right behind him, but quiche is not going to...
Oh.
I said he wasn't going to lunge it, turn 1, he nearly did. Yes, Eagle, no team orders. I say to my current teammate in F3.
So that's Despero and only Destroyer have pitted there.
Was Despero on... Despero's on the mediums, was he not? Or was he softs? No,
It's
he was
softs.
softs.
He was softs, yeah, because he was in the top 10, yeah. Yeah.
Right, so... They've both gone to mediums as well, which...
They'll go to the end from here.
Yeah, they might be a bit rough towards the end, but...
Well, they can do 31 laps, no bother.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I wish I'd known that before last night. No, Tiff has lunged it on Ethan. Tiff lunged it on Ethan. Ethan, it's, you know, it was 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Ethan could have given more room, but that was a very surprising lunge there from Tiff, and it's caused him a spin, and he's now going to work all the way back up again.
Yeah, look, if you're the attacking car, it's kind of your job to try and make it cleanly as possible.
He did go from a bit far back. Again, Ethan could have given him more room, but when you're already turned into a corner, how can you give more room? So what's going on here? So front three moved away. Oh, there's a Mercedes off. Oh, Dano. I hadn't even looked at Dano for a while. He's had a spin at turn 8.
If Joshua...
Oh, Dano! Dano, no! That's a massive...
Oh, he nearly came back on the track in front of Josh.
Oh. Oh, he's got to be careful. That is... Jeez.
That's clinch your cheek kind of moments there.
Jesus Christ. I should have been on board of Josh.
I was on board. I was on board with Josh. Yeah, and to be honest, I'd say if
a bad time.
You were concentrating that much, you probably didn't even see the driver on the left.
A lot of these drivers, Tim, are burning the ERS. Here comes Josh on the back of Button. Button's got no ERS at all. Josh has burned his ERS just to get by. They are going to struggle towards the end of this race because saving the ERS around here, Tim, it's
paramount.
Very, very difficult.
There's a nice bit in the tank there. Rogue has nothing. He's down to 20%.
That's the thing as well. If you're in, only Ethan had damage since lap 3, and he's carried on until this point. He's pitted for hards now. Fixed the damage, and he's got a bit to work from. But apparently, he had damage since lap 3. I didn't even notice it.
What's got the mic glitch? What's that about?
Oh, is it?
I just see it in chat there, and I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, I know what it is. Hang on. Bear with me. Gonna have to take off the headset and back on.
So fist sticks is Island Keeches into the pits.
Yeah. There we go. Fixed it. Every now and again it crackles, apparently. And all you need to do is take off your headset, plug it back in, and it's sorted. So, there we go.
Connection at some side, yeah.
Rogue. Oh, that's close to Pierre. Oh, that is crucial. That was very, very crucial for Rogue to get out. Oh, Dano's gone.
Round. He's gone
Set to one. Could be a safety car. Oh, oh, that's unfair. That's virtual. That's no fun. Ah.
Also, you're praying for the safety car.
Also, what isn't fun? No points for Mercedes in this race. Dano's had a very, very rough 13 laps by the looks of it. Come back next week, Dano. Head up. Spain is next. Proper track.
The only track I've ever won on.
Oh yeah, was that season 4?
That was that, crazy race where I think I was the only one that didn't have penalties in the top.
Yes, it
six.
was like very
I think
late.
Were you commentating on that race?
Yeah.
Actually, I think. Yeah, I actually crossed the line in 5th, I think. And
oh, Timmer, look at this. Greasy. Sorry to cut across. He's pitting under virtual safety car. This is huge. He's going to gain so much from this.
Yeah. It's going to suit him right down to the ground now.
Yeah, Rowe's got to go to a Delta. Greasy has not. Look how much he's got. They were nose to tail before this, and look, that's...
They were, yeah.
How much is that? That's 5 seconds. Greasy has lucked out at that. Rogue has got to be absolutely frustrated.
Just one of those things, though, isn't it?
Yeah, lucky timing. Better Mike has got by Button, meanwhile, for second. These guys in the medium, so now the top 5, they're going to obviously softs at the end, and then they'll come back later on. So Josh, Mike, Button, Old Manzi, and Tiff, they're... What lap would you say they have to get to? About lap 20? Maybe? Maybe later than that?
19, I'd say. 19, 20, yeah. I had it wrote down somewhere, just to find it.
And this is the problem for Fish Sticks, because he's just pitted and he's got Pierre in front of him who's yet to pit. 13 lap mediums and won't be pitting for a while. So Fish Sticks just got to use it, and he's got 90% ERS to play with, so surely burn this out as you come out the last corner. There we go.
Pierre has 82 though as well, so he's using it.
Used it a little bit. Fish Sticks is through.
He didn't burn too much either there going through Fish Sticks.
No. I found in my F3 race last night this being behind a car at this track is pretty damaging as well for your rhythm is. And I found myself burning a lot of ERS just to get by the guy in front a lot of the time, because you just want the clean air, you just want the clean vision.
Here goes Violent Quiche down the inside of only Destroyer. Destroyer's going to try to switch back. Quiche gets it.
Nice. Here's a topic for you. What's your favourite quiche?
Quiche. I don't know when the last time I had quiche was.
Oh wow.
Ham and cheese, I suppose.
Oh, quiche Lorraine. I think that's what it's called.
It's like nice in it, actually.
I kind of like a roast vegetable one.
Yeah.
Like a good one, like a really good one.
Manzi's in the pits, he's gone on hards.
Oh, look at Mike. He's got a good run out of turn 4. This might be a big lunge on Josh. Oh, he thought about it. Mike has got some pretty solid race pace, doesn't he? But by Button, he's now latched onto the back of Josh. And he's barely burned any ERS at all. 92%. How much has Josh got? 57. Where did Mike qualify? 11th. Yeah, he just missed out. Oh, he crashed in Q2, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Mike.
I believe, yeah. He's up 9 places, yeah.
Oh, now that. Cherry Ghost saying caramelized onion and goat's cheese quiche. Oh no, speaking of quiche. Oh, I think he had a bit of a wobble and Destroyer's back ahead of him. We speak of quiches and then he goes and slips. Yes, caramelized onion and goat's cheese quiche. That sounds good. Making me hungry even though I've had my dinner already.
We could have greasy fish sticks and a violent quiche for dinner.
We're still yet to establish what flavour quiche is a violent one. Oh, Mike on the inside of Josh. Josh gave him all the room to go for the late lunge, but defended on the exit, so Mike's got to try again. Mike seems to be...
Mike is on it, isn't he?
Mike seems to be coming up against these very defending drivers. He can't... It's not a one done move at the moment.
He's got a cool head though. He doesn't seem to be throwing it in, you know, just picking his moments. Oh,
Ferrari off. Oh,
Ethan.
Same place he didn't qualify, was it not?
Yep.
Midway through Q3. Yeah, that turn. I didn't like that turn. I was always afraid of it, and then of course I spin there with 4 laps to go.
Oh no. Never really had any problems with that turn, no. But then again.
Oh, there goes Mike for the lead, and breezes by. Yeah, what I had is if I got on the wrong line, as Greasy's got by Tiff, Greasy's in a bit of control.
And Rhodes actually has fallen back from Tiff there.
Oh, what's happened to Pierre? Oh, Pierre's gone miles off before turn 1. How on earth is he?
I do not know.
I think he was close to Desbro. He was close to Desbro. But I saw the two of them like swap positions, and then I go onto it, and Pierre's off into the wall.
Violent Keisher down into turn 5, is it? They're still fighting here, only Destroyer and Quiche.
Yeah, because Quiche did get by Destroyer, then had a slip through turn 8, I think it was, and then he's desperate to get back ahead of him.
Yeah, Destroyer's stuck in the middle of it all.
Been attacked at all angles. Josh is in. 17 laps. Is that... Yeah, you said about lap 19, didn't you? So
yeah,
it's about right
so
for softs.
He's trying to get the undercut on bottom, maybe. Oh man, there's a 3-second penalty there.
Where is just going to come out? Clean air would be good, but is he going to get out ahead of this duel at the moment between Quiche and Destroyer? Yeah, he is, as Quiche is going to lunge up on the inside. And should be alright, but Destroyer will still be close, heading to turn 3. Quiche fends him off, so Josh comes out, and that is a good amount of clean air. He can settle down and see what he can do.
I don't think Destroyer's going to let this one go. He's still right on him.
Big slide for Quiche as well. Chadwick just got by Old Manzi on the hard tyres. The thing I found with the hards, Tim, is yes, they're slower than the mediums, but you can push like 100% of them all the time.
Can you? Like, Obviously, they're going to take 3 or 4 laps to bed in, though.
Mm. Oh, Keith! Jeez. Keith again. There's a few curves at this track. That's why I getting caught out of turn 4. There's a few curves you just don't touch when you're turning, because you're just going to have a slide, or even worse. Turn 1 is another one if you don't hit that curve right.
They're like the boosts in Mario Kart. They just send your car flying in a random direction.
Oh, this is going to be close. It's Alfa Romeo, a Button coming out in the middle of all this. Oh! Close of old Manzi, so he's on softs, but he's got a heap load of traffic in front of him.
Not ideal.
No. That's the complete opposite of what Josh has got. Josh came out with loads of clean air. Button has got 4 cars ahead of him, which he should be able to overtake, but he's going to lose so much time overtaking each one of them.
Mike's surely going to hit this lap, which give Greasy the lead then.
I'm not,
Mike's going to go again.
He's going to go again. I'm not off of Josh getting a podium, at least I would say, from this point. He's catching, actually, penalties. He's got 1 3-second penalty, which won't help. But he's catching Desbro, and then he's got Fish Sticks relatively close. Then he's got Rowe just after that. I think a podium for Josh might be possible. He'll be 5th when Mike and Tiff pit.
Button's come down the inside of old Manzi here, down into turn 1.
Oh!
A bit of a nudge
Bit of
there.
a tyre bounce.
Probably, thanks for the last lap. Just gentleman's agreement there, maybe.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is up to Button how high he gets, I think, with those softs. He should be able to gain a few positions, but how high is going to be how quickly he overtakes.
Yeah, and he has to be careful not to pick up any other penalties, because I think it could come down to there's the least amount of penalties here.
Same with Josh. I said a podium is possible, but he's got to do it. He's got to overtake efficiently.
Yeah, well, he's definitely going to pass Desbro, Ham, and Mike when they pit. Like, I think the pit box here is about 24 seconds. I've been in and out, so.
Desbro tries to defend, but Josh has got too much of a run with those soft tyres. Sets the fastest lap as well. He's into 5th, and yeah, Tiff pits. And same as Button, really, he's going to have a lot of traffic in front of him.
Josh is not a million miles away from Rogue or Greasy even at this rate.
Yes, he's got by Desbro. He's got 5 seconds, though, to catch Fish Sticks. I think, considering he's got the penalty, Timmer, I think he needs to be past Fish Sticks by, say, lap 27, 28. Because then he's got to gap Fish Sticks for the possible podium.
Yes. And of course the mediums will be just coming alive too. Well, they should be bang on it now. 8 laps.
Who is the Aston? It's Roberts. Roberts is the Aston Martin team principal, and at the moment they are in a very comfortable 1-2. Still 10 laps to go, but Greasy, ever since that virtual safety car, he's just got the gap and he's just maintaining it. And then Rogue is kind of doing the same with Fish Sticks. Just got a gap. Don't overpush.
Josh gone quicker again as well.
Mm-hmm. Can you check Race Director? Can you check the last few laps of Fish Sticks and then compare them to Josh? See how quick he's catching. Oh yeah, Robert's saying it in the chat. The only thing that could potentially ruin it unless they spin themselves as a safety car for the two Astons. Because a safety car would completely change this race.
At the moment, Joshua's putting in low 19s, and Fish is kind of mid 19s, 20s.
So he's
Low
catching.
20s.
He's catching, but it's not seconds per lap.
No. Most of his laps are 20, and most of Fish Sticks laps are 20.4s, and fairly consistent all along. Last few laps, though, he's banging in 19s there. Last two laps will be 19.9 and 19.8. So I think he realizes that Joshua's gaining.
Keish is in. Keish could have gone to the end.
Oh, yes. Okay. Do you have damage? No. That's an odd one.
Yeah, he could have easily gone to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mike's all over the back of Destroyer. Same as before, only this time Mike has got way better tyres. Up in the inside he goes. And into 5th place, but Destroyer, the tyre bouncing again. I think these two need to get a run, personally. There's too much contact. Too much will contact.
Destroyer before, it's he's quite hard to get by, and when you do get by him, it's hard to keep him behind you as well.
Oh, Ethan's called it a night. I did see he got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting him, which is ridiculous sometimes. Robert saying keep an eye on Fish Sticks. Why?
No, don't help Roberts. Come on, how many championships, team championships has he won? We need to be.
All button on Destroyer. He's only edging, not close enough for turn 1. Backs out of it. Destroyer had ERS on the back of Mike, who is past the both of them and is trying to gap them. Destroyer's going to have no DRS for turn 5, but he's just got a good run out of turn 4 to keep Button at bay.
The next closest battle there is Chadwick on Keish.
Yeah.
Back for P12.
That's a battle for the last point, which at the moment Chris has gone about his business on 21 lap hards. Bitson's lap 4. And is staring at a point potentially, but he's got Desbro, Keish and Chadwick all chasing him down on much better tyres. So see if he can hold on to that point.
Fish Sticks is gaining on Rogue.
There goes Button on Destroyer. A much better run out of the last corner. Robert saying don't say that, Timmer.
He's slowly catching. He's flying it.
You can see him. Oh, Chris Pitts. Going to take 22.
Is Roberts in a party with them? Is he engineering them?
If he isn't, he's probably jumping in there now, saying, "Come on, guys, you're fine."
Where Fish Sticks is kind of going, "I'm behind you."
Want to see what lap times he's doing again. Josh's charge timer has slowed a bit.
It has, yeah. He's kind of sitting in around the 3-second mark to Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks is doing a similar thing now as well. He's sitting in the 2-second mark to Rogue. He's actually got it down to 1.9 there at the moment.
Roberts, Fish Sticks was a tenth quick on that last lap.
I wonder has Rogue made a mistake there, because Fish Sticks has gained an awful lot in that lap there.
Whereas, as we were saying at the start of the stream, Timmer, obviously not to put a commentator's curse on him, but Rogue, with 6 laps to go, yet to score a point. He's on for 18 at the moment. You reckon that's going to start creeping to his head that he hasn't scored yet? Pressure getting on.
I don't think so. It's so early in the season. I think you're thankful with whatever points you get.
Chadwick is edged by Quiche.
The big thing now will be if any of the front runners got penalties.
Do you want to have a quick check of warnings, see whether they're close?
Can do.
Rogue is maintaining a 2-second gap, to be fair. It did jump under 2 seconds for a little bit. Josh is now on 6-second penalty, so he did pick up a penalty somewhere, so now the podium is definitely ebbed away a little bit. I think even if he catches Fish Stick, I don't think he will gain 6 seconds.
Okay, listen to this. Both Aston Martin drivers are on 2 warnings.
Oh.
And so is Fish Sticks.
Oh.
So I think if Josh could manage to put a bit of pressure on Fish Sticks to even make a mistake, it will be the right way to go around it.
It's fine and doing well. One thing I'm noticing as well is Rogue is gradually catching to Greasy. Just a little bit. 3 seconds, so if Greasy does get a penalty all of a sudden, that then puts pressure on him to win.
Starts kind of cascade of effects then, doesn't it? Chris with a 3 second there.
Yeah, that's his first. Just brought out the penalties now. So in terms of penalties,
don't be Sean Roberts. Hide it. Don't be Sean Roberts.
Nah, you would have known already. Destroyer is just within 3 seconds of button, but he's on a slower tyre, so may drop out of that. Old Manzi might lose 8th to Tiff, and then Desbro will lose 10th place to Violent Quiche if Quiche can keep Chadwick behind. And that's the penalty situation at the moment on lap 29, 4 laps to go.
Yeah, Fish Sticks is sticking him he's kind of bopping between the 2 second 1.9 mark constantly, and Josh was down to 2 second mark on Fish Sticks now. So, and Rogue has actually lost a bit of time there, I think, to Greasy. Closest battle now at the moment is Violent Quiche on Chadwick. It's going to go for a move, I think, down into turn 5 here.
Yeah, problem for Chadwick is I think even if he passes Quiche, again, the 2 penalties he's got.
Yeah, Chadwick's leading, so I think it's Quiche is more. Quiche has no penalty, so he probably wants to just get upfield as far as he can. Somebody's gone round. Who's that?
Oh, Desbro.
Oh, Desbro. Oh, Chocolate Bleu. Oh no! Relax, you're tired.
Always pointing around the wrong way, be careful of Chris coming round! That was too close. That was far too close. Jesus Christ.
Josh is down to a 1.4 now on Fish Sticks. He's starting to turn it on.
The flags again. Oh, this is... I bet this is tearing Roberts' hair out if he has any. It's like every yellow flag. It's like, don't be a safety car. Please. Oh, Chadwick's up to 9. Definitely ain't going to get the point now. If I was Quiche, I would just let Chadwick go, maybe. Because he ain't catching Tiff. He's 13 seconds behind, so maybe let go Chadwick. You got 9 seconds on him.
I think he's just going to race.
Yeah.
That's what he's here to do.
Evening Days Freak. Well done on your job yesterday again in F3. Sorry I put you on the spot in that situation, but you did a very good job yesterday. Going a bit late for this race. You only got 4 laps left. 2 laps left.
Oh, another
yellow flag.
Who's that? Is that Desborough again? It is.
Yep. Right in front of the 2 leaders. Jesus Christ. I mean, it is still time for a safety car. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he's left the session as well. AI car.
He has not, has he?
Naughty
boy.
I think it's still going round.
Joshua's down to 0.7 on fish sticks.
He does have the penalties though, so if I was fish sticks, let him go maybe.
Let him buy?
Chris is calling it a day, I think. 5 second speeding, unless it's fastest lap, which I think he is. Oh, another yellow flag. Chadwick's gone. Chadwick's out.
Would this be a safety car? No.
It's lap fit. Well, it's lap 31.
He's completely binned it. Yeah.
Oh. Nah, I think it's too late now. It's just too late.
Yeah, and Josh has 6 seconds worth of penalties too, so that's not gonna.
That's turn 4 again. The Ferraris love turn 4.
The engineers just didn't figure it out. Something wrong with the setup, I think.
The Ferrari set to 1. I think that's Chris getting out. Is that Chris getting out the way? It is. Chris is 11th and he's a lap down on the leaders.
Wow.
Makes it spread out a little bit. It's a shame for Chadwick. No points for Ferrari. Another team with no points.
Joshua now and fish sticks' closest battle at the moment. I mean, any of these front runners get a penalty, they're dropping.
And Josh is now putting 100% pressure on fish sticks. Fish sticks can't focus on the Astons. He's got to look behind at the AlphaTauri. You've also got a. Go on.
He has to clear the 6 seconds of Mike as well. Yeah.
All right, the last lap. For Greasy, he's got 2.5 seconds. He's got no ERS at all, but he doesn't need it. 1 more lap. Keep it clean. Same as Rogue. I don't think we've had a 1-2 this season. I don't remember one.
I'm not entirely sure.
Out of the entirety of the tiers, I'm thinking as well. Not just. I mean, the first one in F.
Joshua don't know. He's
definitely looking.
I think he's trying to force him into a mistake. He's hoping that if he keeps the pressure on him, he might just go slightly over the line. Still not going to help him, but.
Half a lap. Well, not even half a lap to go. There's a few more corners for Greasy. This is also another thing with 3 different winners from 3 races in F4. Keeping it very competitive. They've got 2 more corners to go. Surely he can coast it to the line here. Violent Key thought that was going to be for one of the Aston drivers as it comes up, but Greasy takes the last corner up and over the hill and wins for Aston Martin, and it's an Aston Martin 1-2. Momentous occasion for them. Fish sticks in 3rd, Josh Meister in 4th. Bezamike in 5th.
Josh keeps 4th, yeah.
He does. Button in 6th, and Destroyer I think is going to stay 7th. He does. Old Man's he's going to lose 8th to Tiff, and then Violent Quiche is the last person on the lead lap. Incoming celebrations for Aston Martin.
Oh, look at them in the chat there. Let's go, Green Machine.
God. Where are they? Where were they in overall? I hadn't even seen overall actually this week. I think they're actually middle.
They are It says on my thing here, in Division 4, do you want the overall?
Yeah, the overall, that's what I'm saying. I mean, massive for F4.
Yeah. 1 second, I'll just take a second to pull it up. They're mid-table, so they're...
Oh, this will leap them right into
they're
it.
fifth there at the moment, yeah. They're only 13 points, or 13 points behind the leaders at the moment.
Oh yeah, this could put them top actually. Just one result, unless, well, it depends how the other drivers have got on. But this is massive for F4, massive for overall constructors. Violent Quiche got the fastest lap, which means he got 2 points to his name. Greasy is your victor. Rogue in second, Fishsticks in third, Josh Meister fourth, Mesomike in fifth, Button in sixth, Destroyer in seventh, LA16 Ham in eighth, Old Man T9 Violent Quiche in 10th place, and there are the rest of your drivers there. No points for Ferrari, no points for Mercedes, no points for Haas. Nope, Haas got points. Is Ferrari and Mercedes the only team that didn't score points? I think I'm right.
Yeah, so that would mean Ferrari still have no points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse. Right. Right. Right, the top three. I think overall, Timo, that was a good race. That was... I'd label that as a good race in quotation marks. May not have been, like, the most entertaining, the most dramatic, but it was a good race. There were great battles.
That midfield battle was great to watch. And it was relatively clean.
Oh, jeez. Roberts has just hit the nail on the coffin. 116 points for Aston this week. The most Mercedes have got about 60. So, Jesus.
Oh, he's gonna sleep tonight.
You put up the white flag. I know it's not for round 3, but Jesus. 116. Jesus. Well, I've only got a fish stick that has joined. We need a Rogue and a Greasy.
I've invited both.
They're overcome. They're celebrating with their team principal. He brought them into a party. He goes, yes, get in, boys. I need them for interviews, Roberts. I also need to go off this screen. I want to go into the showroom screen. But apparently not. I give them another invite.
They could have their profile set to they don't. Do not disturb.
There is that.
They have it set to do not disturb, so they're not see these invites coming through.
Of course, and I always hate it when that happens.
Greasy's gone offline.
Oh, we've only got a fish sticks. I'll leave the decision up to you, Tim. Oh, here we go. There's Greasy.
There's Rogue.
And there's Rogue. That's what it was. They're celebrating with Roberts. God. Knew it. So, you sure? Why do you take your time?
With Big Link and Dave.
Oh, okay. Oh, you celebrate with them. Okay. Fair enough.
I was in a party together.
Emma, how do you want to do this? Stuck on this screen.
Will I do second? Let you do third and first.
Okay. Alright, sweet. Okay, we'll start off with fish sticks in the Alfa Romeo. You've included your audio, yeah?
I should have done the other trick.
Okay,
yeah,
sweet.
It's done, yeah. Have you, Greasy? Have you ticked the box at the top? It ticked.
That's right. I can hear you all. All right, Fishsticks. Great race today. You kept pressure on the Aston Martins. That's all you could do by the looks of it, because they were very consistent and at the front there. But a solid race from yourself. Good points for Alfa Romeo. Good points for yourself as well, because you backed up your 4th place from Imola with a good 3rd place here, your first podium of the season. So it's safe to say your campaign is on track. Take us for your thoughts of that.
Yeah, I had a quick look at the race director, and all 3 of us were doing basically the same lap time, so we were all pretty much matched. That gap from the start, that was it. So I'd say once I got out, I was just outside of DRS, and that was it. I was like, so, but no, they say congrats to the Aston boys. I mean, no offense to Rogue, but this is the best race I've seen him done, and he was robbed of a win by the VSC. That was it. I think that he probably would have got the win, but no, yeah. It was solid race, pretty quiet apart from the start, and that was about it. I just sort of just trying to pull in Rogue at the end, hoping someone to get a penalty, and that was it. It's just but no, yeah.
Yeah, you were put under a little bit of pressure from Josh the last couple of laps. Obviously penalties, though. I assume you knew he had penalties.
No, yeah.
So I guess it wasn't too.
Wasn't
too pressured.
I was keeping an eye on it, and towards the last few laps, I was like, he was catching about half a second. I was like, yeah, I'll be alright. So it's fine. And he caught me with the last 2 laps. Well, okay, then it's like if he goes for it, and then I'll just let him go, because I was like, I wasn't really going to gain anything from it, so I was like, yeah, but I managed to stay in front of him. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, like I say, it was a pretty quiet race.
Fair enough. Spain next. We finally go to a traditional track. We're past the new ones for a while. We don't have a new one until right to the end of the season with Jeddah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. But yeah, traditional track, Catalonia, Spain. You are familiar with this because I know you've been in this league for a while.
Yeah.
Couple of seasons. What's your thoughts heading into it?
Hopefully I'll be up there again. I mean, my qualifying's taken a turn for the better. So hopefully I can do well. Another top 4, top 5. I'll be happy with that. Just keeps the points rolling over. And that's all. That's that. Hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully it's not a too bad track. So some people like it, but some people don't. I don't mind it too much. So should be alright.
All right then. All the best to you in Spain, and until then, well done your first podium of the season.
Thank you.
Right, go ahead, Timo.
Well, you managed to finish P2 in the race. I think we all agree the virtual safety car didn't do you any favours at all in that race. But can you talk us through from your angle and give us a bit of feedback on your race, please?
Yeah, I think my quality was quite good, to be honest. Very, very scrapey. But I sort of bottled it big time with the 17. I was quite nervous on that because I got 76 first, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to start mid-pack. But I got through in the end. And then it's got a good start. Greasy got right behind me. We worked together basically till we both pitted. I pitted first, and then obviously the safety car came out when I was halfway through. Obviously massive gap. He came out 3 seconds in front of me or something like that. But obviously the undercut would have worked, as in I'd have still been in front if the safety car didn't come out, and we'd just done exactly the same again. Just worked together to the end, but at the end of the day, it didn't really do too much. Just maintained pace. I was on 2 warnings as well, so I didn't want to push too much. I did close the gap quite a lot, and I was like, I need to let off because I was just pushing too much. I didn't want to get that penalty. So, yeah, because no fish sticks was right up my arse if I did get that penalty. So, yeah, basically it.
Yeah, fish sticks was definitely sniffing at one point there. Yeah. How are you set for Spain next week?
Yeah, I quite like Spain, to be honest. Pretty similar to this, really. You just got to have a nice stable setup, try and keep it safe. It's very, very similar to this track, sort of thing. I think I did quite well. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations on your P2, and Aston Martin's really bossed it today, so congratulations.
Yeah. Cheers, it deserved after I bought the last 2 races. So.
First points on the board as well, so I'd say you're delighted with that.
Yeah, quite happy, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Fair play.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Rogue. And slightly jealous of the 1-2 for Aston, and apparently 116 points this week.
Yeah,
There
big
you
up
go.
the Aston, man. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. But yeah, well done. And we go to our other Aston Martin driver, OG Greasy. Yeah, well done on your first podium as well, and your first win to top it off. And what a fantastic race for the Green Machine. But ever since the virtual safety car, which we had earlier on, it seemed to luck out on your strategy, because you pitted exactly at that point and gained about 4 or 5 seconds on your teammate when you were nose to tail before that point. I guess sometimes you got to have the luck, but you were there with the pace. Not saying it was all about luck. You were consistent, same as your teammate. You got the gap, maintained it, and controlled very well throughout. So congrats on your win and the points that go with it. Talk us through. You've got to be delighted with that.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, it was definitely a great race. We just, at the beginning, we just kind of had our own pace there and just were kind of, just first and second and just cruising, really. That VSC definitely gave me a good 5 seconds. I think it was 4 or 5 seconds on my teammate there, so it was pretty much just kind of cruising at that point, just maintain pace. I mean, he did catch up. I got pretty nervous because he dropped the gap from like 3.5 seconds to like 2.3 or 2.2 in a lap. So I thought he was coming, and he ended up not making it because he didn't want to spin either. So yeah, it worked out in my favor. But I was also in the same boat with warnings. I was 2 warnings, and I really had to take it easy at the end there because I thought at any minute I might throw the win away.
Yeah. Obviously, tense this battle. I kept keeping an eye on both you two in the early going. Before you pitted. It seemed like you were nose to tail at one point. It's like a tenth between you and in parts.
Yeah, we were honestly, we were just working together there. I was just soaking up the DRS and just kind of sitting behind him and just keeping it going. We were in good positions. We didn't think we needed to change it or nothing because we were running smooth, and there's no sense in us battling when we can just pull away.
Yeah, good stuff. You are. Sorry, my voice is breaking there. Are you a reserve driver or full-time driver?
No, reserve.
Driver. Oh, reserve. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I hope you get a drive soon, because you'll be a very handy asset to whichever team you go to. But I guess really is the question going into Spain is, well, we don't know whether you'll be driving. Hopefully you do. If you do, can you repeat the process? Can you be the first back-to-back winner, or first 2-time winner? Because we've had 3 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get a seat next week, and I mean, if I can get in the Aston Martin, that'd be cool as well. Go back at it again. But yeah, hopefully I can get a win next week. I don't know if it's definitely a weekly thing, but I'm working on it. I think it worked out this weekend. I think with just qualifying in the rain and our times, I think that really helped me as well. Stay at the front there. So I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, never say never, I guess.
Yeah. Well, good luck in Spain if you drive, or good luck when you next do.
Yeah,
As I said,
cheers.
hopefully you get a drive soon.
Can I say
Cheers,
something?
Very good job.
Can I say something? Yeah. All I'm saying, is thank you to our Roberts. He gave us the setup. The old Aston Martin setup really worked this week, clearly. So, yeah. Quite grateful for him to doing that. So, cheers for that, mate.
You You can go, Michael.
Good stuff. Yes, thank you very much. Well done to all three of you. Yeah, those of you still watching, there's about 12 of you still watching at the moment. As I just put into the chat there while we were discussing, this was my last comm session for a while. Taking the decision to take a break. Yeah, there's various reasons for that, but basically I just need a break from it all, and everything. It's nothing to do with the job entirely. You know, I fought for a bit, you know, and everything else, but it's a decision I have to do. The comms is going to be in good hands. Do not worry. You will have still plenty of members to do that. So do not worry at all. You will still have your streams to watch and so on. But in terms of myself, you're not going to hear my voice for a while. Focusing on my racing and other stuff. So those of you that watch this back, especially Tier 4, Division 4, I'll put a message in the Members Lounge anyway. But if you watch this race, thank you very much for that race, because that was a good race to hang up the mic set, if you like. So thank you for that. The battles were good and everything, so well done. And Timmer, thank you for being alongside me.
No worries, it was an absolute pleasure, and thanks for everything you've done in comms. Wouldn't be what it is today without you. There's no question about that.
Right. All right. Thank you very much. I may be back. Things may change, etc. But for now, I need a break for my own sake and a few others as well. So, yeah. So let's end the stream and so on. So next stream is going to be the F1 stream. Believe it'll be the same people. I don't think that's going to change, but we'll see. But it is in good hands. Do not worry at all. So join us for 8 o'clock, the F1 stream. We head to Spain is our next track, the Circuit de Catalunya traditional track going forward. So until next time, take care and good night.